Now we're talking to Housies. It's a Kiwi startup launching today that can get you on the property ladder for as little as, wait for it, $100. The platform allows investors to buy shares of homes and then earn returns through rental income and long-term capital growth. So how does it all work? Ricky Jack, co-founder of Housies, is with us this morning. G'day, Ricky.
G'day, how are you?
Good, thank you. So what exactly is it? How does it work?
Well, Housies, so we believe that everybody should have the opportunity to participate in home ownership, regardless of your background or your income or circumstance. And so we created an investment platform where people can invest from as little as $100.
Okay, so I've got $100, I want to own a house, or a bit of a house.
Yeah.
What do I actually do?
So you can go onto the platform and you can buy $100 and you own that piece, you own that share. And so everything you'd expect from home ownership, you get with it. So you get property income from the guardian who lives in the property. And then you also get any capital gain when you sell your share on our secondary marketplace. And we're the first in New Zealand to have a secondary marketplace like that.
So you have, this is residential property?
That's right.
And so I go on and I buy, spend 10 grand, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I want to cash out.
Yeah.
Does the property need to be sold for me to do that? Or is it one property, or is it the collective that you own part of? How does that work?
So you would own the shares in the property that you choose.
Right.
And then you can cash out when you wish. Now, property typically is an illiquid asset.
Yeah.
We would say that we're a medium liquid. So typically you'd be able to go and list your shares, and then in a few days or a week, somebody or a collective of people would pick up those shares.
Right, okay. How many, it's launching today, so no one's currently invested?
Well, actually, it went very quickly, very fast. So we have over 4,000 people registered on Housies already. We have a few hundred shares that have been sold down, and we have 5 properties at the moment available for purchasing shares in.
Really?
Yeah.
And people are doing this right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where did you come up with this idea?
Interesting. So I myself was locked out of the property market, your traditional home ownership model. And I sort of was thinking, how can I do this? Because the goalposts keep moving on me when I'm trying to save and trying to come up with a deposit. So I was in the shower and I just thought, if only I could buy a piece of a house. There must be a way to do this. Surely one of my friends would sell me a piece. I'm not even interested in a rental income or whatever. I just want stable capital gain that we've come to know and love in New Zealand, so I can get into my own home eventually. And that's where the idea came from.
In the shower. Property market's flat at the moment. Do you think this interest in this will pick up when it starts heading up again?
I think interest will pick up in this because where people could not typically buy in property, they now can. So myself, I had no opportunity to get into home ownership. My parents weren't able to help me. I didn't have a big enough deposit. But now I can start to build equity today for the future.
And what is are you having any stories from people who, you mentioned you've got 4,000 people.
Yeah.
What kind of stories are you hearing from them? Why are they getting involved? Similar stories to you?
Yeah, well, it's actually very interesting because we weren't sure exactly how the market would respond, how people would use Housies. And we're seeing people from all walks of life with all sorts of complicated situations see how Housies could be used for them. So we're talking about retirees that want to cash up some of their property to cash flow their retirement. We're talking about split families who want to have half the family stay in the property, keep the kids going to the same school. Got first home buyers that don't quite have enough to get a mortgage or can afford to pay the deposit. So it's really going across all Kiwis.
Lots of people are asking, can you live in the property?
Yes, so we have a product called the Guardian, or the kaitiaki of the property. And so for just 2%, they can actually get in and live in that property. They're owner-occupiers. And we know that there's huge positive effects of having people live and own their own property. Even a piece of their own property, they become more engaged citizens.
They're house proud.
Yeah, they tend to stay here. They become more engaged with their local community and whatnot. So we want to see more Kiwis get into their own property.
All right, interesting stuff. Hey, good to have you on the show this morning. Ricky, best of luck with it.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
That is Ricky Jack, co-founder of Housies, and